I am Allison Boyer. I am a graphic designer and I have been designing, I started learning in 2017 and I just haven't stopped since then. I recently made a career shift to being here at Ritchie Finishes, where I do billing and accounting / office management / also graphic design sometimes here. Graphic design, it's so many different things. It's used for so many different applications. I would say for the most part, most graphic designers anymore are doing advertising, trying to sell people things and, get the corporate overlords to their bottom line that they want. But for me, graphic design is about so much more than that. I view it in a lot more of an artistic way. I use it as a form of self-expression and getting the community together to do awesome and amazing things. Well, art history is one of those things that I've always been really into. Specifically for graphic design, I'm going to go with the stereotypical answer that every graphic designer and say Paula Scher. She is just such an inspiration with just how groundbreaking she was. She was one of the first women to make it as far as she did in the industry, and her work is just outstanding. I take a lot of inspiration from her typography. It's just super strong and impactful, and I really like to incorporate that kind of thing into what I do. And it's nice being like part of that legacy that she created. Hi, how are you? Good. While I was still in college in my last semester, I was applying for jobs everywhere. And this job market that we're in right now isn't necessarily an easy one. I won't name the company that I worked for before this, but it was an extremely corporate job. And all I did was try and sell people things. That was the entire point of my job, was to try and convince somebody that this thing is the next best thing and that's why they need it. And for me, that was just horribly uninspiring. It didn't make me feel motivated to come in to work every day to do that kind of thing, especially from my internship and working for a nonprofit organization where you actually see the impacts of what you're doing on people and on community and on their lives. It was a really harsh adjustment. So I had the opportunity to come work for Ritchie Finishes and make a career shift outside of creative work where I could keep doing that creative stuff with nonprofits on the side. And that to me has been a lot more creatively fulfilling. That's just the thing about graphic design and really any creative job is you're not showing up and typing numbers into a spreadsheet and there's a right answer. Nothing's ever the right answer. It's so deeply embedded in who you are. It's just different in that way.
Version of Procore. Don't know, never used it before. Brand new thing to me.
Can't get into it.
But I can't get into it because...
I'm a creative at heart. I fully thought that, doing graphic design for 40 hours a week for the rest of my life was where I wanted to be. Some people are built for it and some people aren't. And I'm just not built for it. I can't go in and give 110% of my creative self every single day and come out the same person. When I did it full time, I would walk out of the office at the end of the day and I would just be drained and dead to the world. And now I'm not like that. Having other stuff to focus on, and then when I have the time, I go and do the creative stuff, and it just works a lot smoother to not. I've known people that are wonderful graphic designers full time. That's just the way their brains work. They never run out of creative juices. And I gotta say, this arrangement works a lot nicer for me, and I'm not the only one. The finished product should look something like these right here.